Welcome back to another message crawler update. I hope you guys are not sick of my updates as to what I'm doing in my application. But I do have another project that I'm planning to start on probably after the holidays, New Year's, Christmas, all that stuff. So early next year. For now, I want to let you know what I'm planning for version 4. Version 4 is not final, and I'm just want to show you sort of a direction that I'm going in. So let me share my screen and show you a little bit of what I've built so far. All right, so here's message crawler in version 4 beta. And my effort here is on usability of the software, right? So people stopped asking me for additional file type support. So now I can concentrate on making things look and work the best it can. So one improvement would be like in the filter menu. So when you go to apply filter, now, you get the boxes bigger, you can, things actually resize when you resize them, which is nice. You have your previous search history, so you don't have to retype your search query every single time. So little things like that is what I'm trying to go through and improve to make sure they work nicely. So you can also delete rows. Again, super simple to implement. I just never thought of it. So like you could, let's say you want to do RSMF without attachments, and you can do filter for record type equals attachment, delete rows, clear the filter, and then run the export. So simple things like that. For cloud tools, people said like, hey, it's all fun with the text messages, but what if I have a folder of text files? I just want to translate that. So here I added that feature, cloud translate. So went around, did little things like that. Like in Slack, I kind of condensed it. I added time zone conversion right inside the import module, so it's less steps for a user to do after the fact. Actually, let's have some data on the screen here. Now, the next thing I've been working on is trying to make my conversations more user-friendly. So, this conversation field, it's always been like a hash value, which works perfectly fine. But people don't like hash values too much. They're not user-readable, and people are like, can we use something else here? They do work. There's nothing wrong with them. So what I'm trying to do is create them to be, well, more user-readable. So in this case, we'll have a conversation is going to be a channel name and a date, which is what was the source of the hash value. But I did, I made it look nice with a space dash space, and then I put the date to make sure it's year, month, so you could even sort by that field if you want. And I'm going through like these little changes. And then the next thing I want to do is, right here, there's a checkbox that says name RSMF by conversation. So control numbers, great for export, but those numbers don't really translate into anything meaningful, and people want to renumber anyway. So what I think makes more sense is to have more user-friendly conversation and then generate RSMF files by that conversation. So that's kind of what I've been working on. I've been going through different modules. I've been fixing spelling errors, and sometimes where you import XML, it'll say PST or something stupid because I copy and pasted previous form. One more thing, this was asked, include path with no file. So if you have a missing attachment, well, some people want to see that red placeholder in RSMF file. The attachment was there, but it's missing. So it lets reviewers know that something is missing, right? So if you have this checked, you will get a validation error, which of course, because you don't have an attachment, but when you load it to relativity, it will work fine, but you have a red box saying files missing. Point of this version is usability improvement, and I want to hear from you, from users of this software. What can I improve? No matter how little, if there is a tab order that's off and I'm not seeing it because you like using tabs to jump from text box to text box, let me know that. Little things like that. Tell me if something doesn't resize properly, something's off, something's bothering you, send me an email. This is the version when I want to go through every tiny little detail and try to perfect it as much as I can. So that's my update for version 4. It's available as beta. The reason why it says beta is because I keep changing a lot of it, so I don't want to overwhelm people with a lot of UI changes. It's available on my website under the purchase section. Scroll all the way down, you'll find it, Message Caller for beta. It works fine, I haven't seen any problems, but just because I'm tinkering with it so much, I'm leaving it as a beta. Anyway, that's my update for version 4. Thank you for checking it out. Please do bother me. I want to know if something doesn't work right, something doesn't look right, you need improvement somewhere. Tell me about it. This is the time when I want to address these issues. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next Message Caller update.